Patriots, welcome back. My name's Mark Nixon. Thanks to every single one of you, the absolute best audience in Canada. Today's report isn't wild. It's completely off the rails. First up, did you know in Canada that an MP could vote in the House of Commons literally 12 hours after suffering a catastrophic car crash in which you suffer a severe head injury? No protocol, none whatsoever, no questions asked. You suffer a catastrophic head injury after your car rolls over a bunch of times and lands upside down, and you're allowed to vote in the House of Commons for a policy decision that will affect 41 million people. No wonder our federal government feels like an absolute clown show. And if it wasn't enough, I have another story where Doug Ford accidentally revealed his loyalty to the Liberal Party. He came out and basically endorsed the Liberal Party in America, telling Americans to vote for the Democrats. Doug Ford went fully liberal on camera after he said that he wears a C tattooed to his forehead.
The doctor came along and stamped the C on my forehead. Just like I'm sure my colleagues, no matter if it's Chrystia Freeland or Dominic LeBlanc, they're liberals, and that's fine. God bless them. I'm a conservative. I'll always be a conservative. Simple as that. And that's why our families voted all forever, before Moses. Moses was a conservative, maybe. I don't know.
The truth has been fully exposed today. And yes, this is beyond humiliating. Just wait till you see the public outrage of Doug Ford's recent debacle. And now, before breaking down every single piece in this report, if you're sick and tired of backroom operatives, completely captured mainstream media, and career politicians treating working Canadians like complete idiots, smash that subscribe button because you found your home. Consider joining a channel membership that allows me to do the work that I do every single day. I have a massive show for you lined up today. You're not going to want to miss this report. Let's get into this report. Did Mark Carney go on a luxury vacation to avoid scrutiny on the Shaun Chen situation? For anyone that missed it, this story started when Shaun Chen announced his resignation 3 days ago.
Liberal MP Shaun Chen is stepping down amid health issues. Sources tell CTV News Chen will be stepping down later this month due to health concerns following a car accident last fall. He has represented the riding of Scarborough North since 2015.
Here's Shaun Chen's resignation letter. I want to point out this section. In fall of 2025, I suffered a serious motor vehicle incident while commuting to Ottawa, which caused significant health issues that now prevent me from traveling there as frequently as the role requires. After discussing the situation with my family, I decided it's best for me to step down as Member of Parliament. Get this, Shaun Chen actually qualifies for a severance package at his resignation because it explicitly says he suffered a significant health issue and injury from a car accident on his way to work. That's now impacting his job, so he needs to step down. His payout, he's gonna qualify for $104,900 upon his resignation. Oh, and it gets much worse. Because he's been an MP since 2015, he easily qualifies for a lifetime pension. But get this, if a medical practitioner and the House Medical Authority certify that this car accident injuries constitute as a permanent disability, you better hold on to something and not be eating any food as I describe this next thing to you. If the disability is permanent and severe enough to prevent him from returning to work indefinitely, the disability pension lasts until the month he turns 65. He's 45 years old. That means he could be receiving a pension from now till 65 That's 20 years of pension payments. Oh, and it gets much worse. At the time that he turned 65, the disability designation officially expires. At that exact moment, his compensation will not stop. Rather, it will automatically convert into his standard lifetime member of parliament retirement pension, alongside his regular CPP retirement pension. Oh, and I'm not done. The retirement pension then continues for the rest of his life. So if he lives to 100 years old, he will be receiving free money from you and I and all the rest of the people in Canada for 55 straight years from his catastrophic car accident. Us Canadians have a whole lot of questions for Mr. Chen. If he's going to qualify for 55 years of us giving him pension money, we're going to need a fully unredacted medical practitioner report showing that he has catastrophic brain damage and will no longer be able to work in the House of Commons. And if Mr. Chen has catastrophic brain damage, how in the world was he able to do this? I want you to meet Glenn McGregor. Supposedly, he's a Canadian journalist, a veteran with 25 years experience covering Parliament Hill in Ottawa. His credibility and track record, supposedly he's widely recognized as Canada's leading data journalist and political investigative reporter. One of his major recognitions is he won the Metcher Award, the top honor in Canadian journalism, and multiple Canadian Associate of Journalists awards, notably for breaking major investigative stories, including 2011 robocalls scandal. On his X account, he actively fact-checks political claims, tracks parliamentary procedures, and refutes online disinformation. We could definitely trust him. Glenn McGregor on his social media account yesterday posted this: because of keyboard commandos are expanding their conspiracy theories to question retiring MP Shaun Chen's car accident, a source close to the MP explains he was in a single vehicle crash on Highway 416 heading to Ottawa on Sunday, October 5th. Remember October 5th. Do not lose sight of October 5th. The second part of his tweet: Chen was the only passenger in the car, so nobody else would have witnessed this accident, just Shaun Chen. He was in a red SUV, flipped over, and ended up inverted in a ditch. This does sound pretty bad. A car flipped over in a ditch. The vehicle was totaled. Completely destroyed. Chen sustained a serious head injury. No charges were laid. No charges were laid. There must be a police report if no charges were laid. Chen voted in the House of Commons the following day. The following day, after you suffer brain damage, a catastrophic flipped over SUV into a ditch, you're going to vote in the House of Commons for policies that will affect all of our lives? But don't worry, Canada. Liberals stepped in and subbed for him in a subsequent meeting. But he did vote just 12 hours after suffering this catastrophic brain damage. This accident sounds horrific. Flipped over multiple times going at high speed on a highway, flipped onto its back upside down in a ditch. There must be catastrophic injuries. So yeah, probably a head injury for sure. Well, remember the October 5th, 2025 date that I said, don't forget that date? So important. Check this out. Just 24 hours after a catastrophic car crash which landed this man in a ditch upside down, going high speeds on a freeway, Shaun Chen posts on his social media account this wonderful message. Is it just me? But he doesn't have one scrape. He doesn't have one Band-Aid. He doesn't have his head all wrapped in hospital gauze. This guy looks perfect.
The full. Hello everyone, this is Shaun Chen, Member of Parliament for Scarborough North, and I'm delighted to wish everyone celebrating a very happy Mid-Autumn Festival. During this very special
No speech impairment. His eyes are wide open. The guy looks like he just ran a marathon. He looks perfectly fine to me. I know what people are going to say. Maybe he recorded this video a week prior. But if he has a severe head injury, do you really think he's going to go out of his way to post this video online?
Time, families and friends are gathered to observe the full moon, to enjoy each other's company with food, festivities, and prayer. Let this be a time for all of us to appreciate the harvest and look forward to the future, one that is filled with peace and prosperity. I wish you all good health in the future. 我祝大家身体健康，中秋节快乐。
Good health in the future. But my health is terrible. My head is absolutely broken. And as Stacy here says, kudos to the outgoing Liberal MP Shaun Chen for bravely muscling through this important video addressing his constituents after sustaining a serious head injury and a significant health issue from an accident in which he rolled his car on Highway 416 just 24 hours before. We have an update from Glenn, and there's more questions than answers from all this. He writes, because all of you asked politely, the Ontario Provincial Police Motor Vehicle report from soon-to-be former Liberal MP Shaun Chen's accident on Highway 416 last October. It took a few days, but it confirms the details. Let's take a look at this police report. The Ontario Motor Vehicle Collision Report from the police, October 5th of 2025. So it all checks out so far at 10:40 a.m. But let's go back to Glenn. The gray boxes are redacted for personal information. One note though, the timestamp on this report appears to be wrongly expressed in 24-hour time. The accident was at night, so 10:32 p.m. The report has the reporting police officer. It was on Highway 416, and Shaun Chen's name is on this report. What is missing here is they did not conduct a breathalyzer. There's no breathalyzer for a crash where you land upside down. They always ask for a sample. They'll actually ask you for a sample for no reason. Just blow. They always do that. They have the right to do that. It also reports his speed was 110 kilometers an hour. I'm pretty sure that section of the highway was still 100 kilometers an hour last year until Doug Ford just increased it. And this important note, Vehicle 1 traveling northbound on 416 highway when it lost control and swerved sharply, resulting in the vehicle flipping and coming to a rest on its roof. Going 110 kilometers an hour. That is fast. But one thing that's missing in this entire thing, this only provides page 1. Where's page 2, which provides the medical report? Did the paramedics come? Was there an injury reported? None of this information is provided, so we have way more questions than answers with this. I wanted to know the weather conditions on October 5th. It says unusually summer-like heat with sun, clear day, daytime high of 27, nighttime temperature dropped to 16, partly cloudy skies. So there was no rain, there was no ice. The weather was perfect for the roads. Well, would you take a look at that? Emergency service provider and service performed. They're empty. That means no ambulance attended the scene. If emergency services were involved, they would show up in these two sections. Let's hear from Canadians and what they're saying. Mr. Michael says, look at the date of this report and the lack of breathalyzer after a serious incident seems out of place. Not mark a yes or no after 2024. Something is rotten in the state of this report. Like I said, if you see a car flipped over on a freeway, the first thing the officer's going to try to find out is if there was an impairment, especially if it was sunny and nice out. Many people are coming out about this breathalyzer situation. Off topic, sort of, and I'm not making any accusations, but if a police attended a collision involving an injury, a rollover, a significant property damage, or a vehicle leaving the road, every identified driver should provide a roadside breath sample unless medically unable to do so. You crashed, you blow. Not discriminatory. That does two things. It catches impaired drivers who don't display obvious symptoms and gives sober drivers an immediate objective result concerning impairment, so police can immediately turn their attention to the other factors. Exactly. You want to look at other factors. The first thing they always check on a collision like this is impairment. And Not So Nice Canadian says, yes, the full package. You've proven that there was an accident. Congratulations. Now, what about the part where you claim serious head injury? Because Glenn did say it was a serious head injury and no charges laid. Still waiting for actual documentation for those, not just a source who told you so. An official collision report that only confirms that the car flipped isn't quite the mic drop that you think it is, when half the story is still sitting on trust me, bro. Feel free to drop the rest when you're ready. We're not done looking. Supple Jumper says 110 is a serious fatal speed. Why isn't Shaun dead? And everybody's just asking for page 2 where the information we're looking for is found. I'm going to tell you guys something about Sharon. She is the only person that's been defending Shaun Chen. There's no liberal that's defending him because they know this whole thing doesn't make any sense. Here's the problem. Is if Shaun Chen is going to receive 55 years worth of money from us, the public, because he works for the public sector, and we don't get to the bottom of this police report and the entire situation, we need brain scans. We need evidence. Because if we're going to be forking the bill in the millions of dollars for Shaun Chen, we need proof. This is a rapidly developing story. I'm going to be covering it again 100%, but I want to hear from you. What do you think about all the information that we currently have? Nothing appears to add up. My last story of today, Doug Ford has gone full liberal.
As President Trump threatens additional 50% tariffs, my message to the Americans: a tariff on Canada is a tax on the American people. They're feeling the pain. As we saw last month, they didn't have any job creation, so it's hurting the American people. That's my message to the American people. Remember, when it comes to the midterms, you have to get that bully and send them a message, including on goods that...
Oh, wow. Send that bully a message. What he's saying is, you better vote for the Democrats, the U.S. version of the Liberal Party, in the midterms. Let's hear what Canadians are saying about Doug Ford's newest debacle. Why are we not surprised? Doug Ford is not a conservative. I love this picture. That was Javon Giovanni that posted it. It got millions of views and it's still relevant today, clearly. He's getting absolutely roasted in the comment section. What about this one? Yep, all for his own political ambition. I hope he fails hard and gets humiliated. Not only is he asking them to vote liberal, but far left wacky liberals. We've seen all the images coming out. Cynical Susie says the Democrat Party is as cooked as they come. The whole world knows it. Doug Ford must be crooked as they are. Poor Ontario. Well said. Rob here, C is for something. I would say C is for corrupt. Jeff Griffin says he's always been a liberal. SS56 says new campaign slogan just dropped. Or this comment here, doesn't this qualify for foreign interference? This statement on live TV is a crime in the US. Will Doug Ford be charged? That's it for today's report. There's never a dull moment in Canadian politics, and Doug Ford embarrasses himself on a daily basis and proves to the world that he is a liberal but calls himself conservative. What do you think about the Shaun Chen situation? Is he lying about his severe injury? Just the day after he's seen in a video perfectly fine. Nobody even knew about his injury until he came out and resigned. He was seen flying to China, going to meetings. He never appeared to be injured. And now we have more questions than answers after seeing this police report with no breathalyzer, page 2 missing, and just a whole lot of questions. We better get all the answers because we are not going to stand for him receiving 55 years worth of pay. I'll see you on the next report.